idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Taco Charlton in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, Prescott. He dumps off to Morris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, fighting off the defender. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now it's Morris. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And out now come the Eagles. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Wentz to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Wentz on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it down with Pumphrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They run with Morris. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Morris, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make it 6-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Prescott now, flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Morris, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nigel Bradham now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So after the INT, here's Wentz. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On play action, Wentz. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And here we go on first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A second down throw for Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run again with Morris. Room to run past midfield. And look out. I think he's going to go. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alfred Morris, 62 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. The slot man in motion right. They start on the ground with Pumphrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Wentz going to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Donnell Pumphrey. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And some room to work. is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run here with Pumphrey. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And that'll set him back 5. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. On second down, here's Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked over the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. first down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 30 down to about the 27. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On third down, it's Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Now Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Taco Charlton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wentz to throw. And incomplete there. a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. The Eagles on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw, Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Wentz again. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Wentz going to try and throw on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is knocked down from the side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.